Up next on the Tesla Plaid channel. All right, the Monza is still running. Great to see that. Welcome back to the Tesla Plaid channel. It's November 10th, 2021, on our way out to Showtime Dragstrip. The weather's really cooled off. It's mid-70s and going to be low 70s tonight. That means we should see a lot of faster cars out there. Let's see what fast cars we can find and line up against. Showtime Dragstrip. There's a good number of cars here, including the maroon Foxbody that I raced last week. He thinks he's got his boost issue figured out. Out here tonight. We've also got another Plaid out here, this one on 21-inch wheels. Alright, we got the Grand National out here tonight, and although he doesn't have his new transmission yet, he says that's next week. He thinks it's running pretty good, and he's ready to crank up the boost so we can make a pass. This thing is beautiful. I love that gloss black paint on there. Beautiful car. So you ran 630, yeah. And what did he run?
6.4.
He ran a 639, 630.
Cool. And you probably had him on the tree as well, I would think.
Yeah, I got him off the line, and we stayed by the training since 6 months.
But those 630s tonight are encouraging, and with the right trans, 610, 620s next week, I'm hoping.
I'm coming for
You're coming for me?
All right.
All right, Luis. Next week, man.
Take care, man.
All right. Next week, you guys.
Thank you, bro.
Have a good one. That thing of beauty right there, the Turbo 6 Grand National. This drag truck's got a parachute and a loud as hell open exhaust, fuel cell battery, radiator in the back. He's a no-time pro treater truck. All right, Jerry's in the back. I'm so glad to see you out here, man. So the rumors about the death of this car were greatly exaggerated.
It wasn't the motor. The timing chain busted.
Oh. All right, the Monza ran a 6.0 tonight. All right, Jerry, I saw that 6.0. New motor?
No, same one, I promise you.
What do you change?
Timing chain in it.
That's
I promise you.
Really?
Yeah.
Squeezing on that run?
Yeah, that was squeezed.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, 100 shots.
100 shot?
Everything's still the same.
Wow.
Timing chain. Only thing I did was put a new timing chain in it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling all my issues I was having, that timing chain, I mean, it literally snapped.
Yeah. But you think it was stretched?
I think it was stretched, and it was causing the car to just do whatever it wanted to do.
Yeah. Wow.
And I locked out the distributor. That's the only two things I've done.
That's a huge difference. I mean, that's like half a second, right? You were like right around 650s, even with the squeeze?
Yeah.
So, nice. I'm trying to remember, what 383 was it?
355.
355. Gotcha.
Yeah, you had this shock the crap out of me too, man.
Yeah. Dragstrip mode, we're not all the way warmed up. And that's unfortunate, because he's running 6.0s.
Wyzwanie przez Monza. Yes, I got injured.
He's gonna let me stage it up. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, we're ready. All right, we're staged up. Here we go, we're ready to go on.
but we didn't see what's in the 1000. But Andrew got it.
Clipped him there. We were in launch mode for quite some time. Well, now we're peak performance ready, of course. That was a solid pass. That was surely a low 6-second pass. We just barely clipped him at the end.
Still not going through. Hey!
How's it going?
Did you get another one?
No, mine's blue. The other guy's gray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, no slips tonight?
No, we're still trying working on this printer. I mean, I've already disconnected and rebooted it like 4 times.
So there's no way you can tell us what the time was, even verbally?
No, because he told me he could see it in the tower.
Yeah. Gotcha.
If I had a printer screen here, I could see it, but...
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully it gets going. Thank you. So we got no time slips. Hopefully they'll get that working. I'll ask some people trackside if they saw the scoreboard. Let's talk to Jerry about that run. That's too bad, man. One of our closest, best races and no time slip.
I know, right?
Yeah, what a drag. But I think I probably ran mid 6.0, 6.05.
Dude, I could
both of you were 603.
Both of us were 6.03?
Both of you were 603, 112. Both sides said the same thing.
Well, I don't think I was 112.
No, his can't say 112.
My mile an hour was probably higher, but I do believe you on the 603.
603 because the guys were like, look. He jumped it. I was like, no, he didn't jump it.
No, I think he treed me.
Because
maybe by a tiny bit, because I didn't see red.
Lamont
so
said they're both 603.
No, I think you treed me because I'm like, I couldn't tell if you were saying stop.
That might have been. Oh, okay, but I mean.
But no, it's still my fault. Yeah, it's my fault because again, I'm getting used to the button.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember to let go of this and hit this one at the same time.
Yeah. So if we do it again, and we should do it again.
Yes.
We both get one bulb, and then I'm going to take the second bulb, but you're going to be waiting 8 or 10 seconds.
Okay.
And as soon as you see my arm move at all.
Yeah, I thought you were saying stop, so I'm like, let me stop.
As soon as you see my arm move at all, that means take the second bulb.
Okay.
And we'll get it. But it's too bad we didn't get a slip on that one.
No.
Oh, both things said 603 area.
Yeah.
And yours was 112, and yours was like 120.
Yeah, I'm usually 119, 120 right in there. So that's
both
awesome.
of them was
603s on both sides.
Both of them was 603.
And getting a 603 when you're lined up with someone is not an easy task in that car because of the whole
I don't
deal.
mind that, bro.
As well as getting off because you're on both pedals.
Yeah.
I mean, you're only on one pedal and a trans brake.
I'm one pedal, trans brake, and then instantaneously I got to remember to let go and hit at the same time. Kind of like going these numbers.
Okay. The NOS, because you got the, Yeah. So you don't have it on a micro switch. I always put mine on the throttle linkage.
We're going
to. This is just to see what it, this was a temporary setup.
Because I like to set it to be just that last little like 10% of the, to wide open throttle.
Yeah.
And so you don't ever have it when you don't want it.
Yeah.
Because before I did that, I had one time where I flooded it and it backfired and you know what happens then.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Carnage.
Yeah. That was a heck of a race.
But cool. So how long do you think until you run again?
As soon as I get on a charger, get the battery up, it's been cooling down now.
Usually 15, 20 minutes?
All those times we ran before, I had a slightly blown head gasket, so that's why the temperature was getting so high.
Well, that thing's really running now, man.
Yeah.
603. Is that the fastest that it's done with you behind the wheel?
Yes.
Okay, because I understand in a previous life it was
a lot faster.
Pretty nuts, but with a big block or something in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the fastest that little thing has gone with me in it.
So, yeah, they don't let me typically do ride-alongs out here, but now you know exactly what 603 feels like.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it does feel a lot faster than 650, doesn't it?
It does. It doesn't. You don't think it, but once you start getting once you get to the end of the track, you start getting that brake, you're like, it's a little bit more urgency.
Moving.
But I can't hit them hard because if I hit them hard now, it's going to start doing one of them numbers.
Okay.
Because anything that's a drag car that's set up to go for good acceleration and going, you have the opposite effect. It sucks at stopping.
Okay.
That's why if you've ever watched the race and you see them get on their brake too hard, you see them start hopping and skipping.
Yeah.
other than the big tires cause that, and the way the suspension works causes it.
Right. Well, as I'm sure it's probably similar in your car, but even as I cross the finish line, I got to let it settle a little bit before I get on the brakes. I can't go straight from gas to
Yeah,
brakes.
I can't do that either.
And the left lane trams a little bit. I don't know if you're aware of that. There's some kind of groove on that left side.
That's what I was telling him. Even in the right lane,
You get a little bit of
did you
that?
notice if you're like? That's why I like when we race, because I know where you're at. I trust your judgment.
Yeah.
Like if I'm racing somebody else, I want to get over a little bit, because if you're off to the one side of it too far.
But that's where the right lane gets a little bit further to the right.
It's like real bad.
Yeah. All right, well, we should run that back.
Yeah, we will, brother.
Since it's all coming down to the tree, man. That's awesome. All right, we got a rematch with the Monza. We talked about how we want to stage this. We're both going to get a bulb. Okay, and then I'm going to get a second bulb, and then I'm going to start to stage it up. Okay, here we go. The reaction times were both 0.09. To be honest, I can't remember who had which. One of us had a 090, the other had a 096. I'm hoping he ran another low 6. Dragstrip mode is still not ready at this moment, but it gave us what we needed, which was the launch control. Time slips, I love it.
Finally, 6:03.
Another 6:03. Tom's out tonight, is he all right?
Yeah, he called out last minute.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I want to see this time slip so bad. I ran a 6:03 at 119.8, and on that pass he ran a 6:17 at 108, so not as quick as his previous one. And he had me a little bit on the tree. He had the 090, I had the 096, and he had a 136 60 foot. Dang, that's quick. To my 146. He was still faster than me to half track. He had a 396 to my 398. Close competitive race. Just on the second half of the track, I was able to get him.
It shook so hard, the window came loose. It actually sheared off a nut that holds the window in.
Oh no.
And then, I don't know if you had any trouble, but going down through there, if you look at your video, the car was going like this.
Was it?
I'm in there going, I was in there going, this, oh my God.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that video, but
this is the S, and I got the
I
model
hit another
3.
6:03 back to back.
Very fast for me.
Are you making any more runs?
I'm gonna make some more.
You gonna tape it up or something?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Put that 200 mile an hour.
Yeah, if you want to do a third one,
right.
just for grins.
Yeah, that way we can actually make, hopefully it makes a clean run. I just think the prep was gone on that one.
Yeah. Well, they should be re-prepping it right now, as a matter of fact.
8 o'clock.
So
6
good.
and 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Right at 8.
Hey, B,
Cool.
you need
You're
to
really
get in
going to
line.
piss everybody off
I'm about to
now,
go get
because
my
with the
car
other one,
ready.
you're
That's
beating
right.
everybody up.
With a maroon Foxbody that I raced last week, he thinks he's got his boost issue figured out. So you got 275, is that right?
275, 60, 15.
Yeah, on an AT street. And what can you tell me about your build? Single turbo, you said?
Yep.
Yep.
78 millimeter.
Yep. Okay. 78 millimeter. And does it dump up here, or do you have any exhaust
It's
actually on it?
full length 3-inch exhaust.
Okay.
It's got electric cutout. I open it before I go up there.
Okay. All right, we're running the maroon Mustang. We ran him last week, but he was having some boost controller issues, and he's got it worked out. He's running much faster tonight. So I'm not going to try to stage it up, and I'm going to hope that a 610 is going to be enough to beat him. I know he's got a boost. Get his boost going. Here he goes. He misstaged. Is he going to come back? A bunch of the tree. 09 reaction again. great reactions. I mean, I only consider things like under an 04, 03 to be a good reaction, but 09 is enough to get the job done on these last two races. I hope he didn't get burned down by that false start. It looked like he rolled through his trans brake. 15.
606.
Thank you. That's a good time. Thanks.
Yes, it is.
Wow, 606 for Plaid mode. So as you saw, we were just, well, essentially in Plaid, and we set it to drag strip, but it still said a few minutes remaining. And then we didn't do launch control. So I would call that more Plaid mode than drag strip. We ran a 606 at 119.7, and the Mustang ran a 660 at 106.6. He had a quick 60 foot 1.53, but his reaction of 0.37 set him back right from the start. I'm going to talk to him, see if he had some kind of a boost issue or some kind of starting line issue, and maybe he wants to run it back. Sorry, Chris.
Oh, you just beat his ass.
Well, no, it was close. Chris, how'd it go on your pass? Was your boost good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't hit boost cut or nothing. It just spun bad. I spun real bad.
Yeah. Do you want to try it again once we have traction? Because, I mean, you had a decent pass that could have, you know, I mean, your car's got the power. You overpowered the track, but it was right before they re-prepped it.
Oh, okay.
Worst time of the night.
Yeah, I didn't spin the first time. That time I spun. I wish I'd have had that.
Yeah, kind of like, well, I wasn't sure what time it was or whatever, but now that I see the re-prepping it, so it should be much better. And if you get solid traction, I think we'll have a closer race.
Yeah, I'd like to see what it would have done without spinning. You had me on the light good, though.
Yeah, I'm doing about an 09 tonight. I think I had, well, the last two in a row were almost identical, and maybe the third one before that, but I didn't get a ticket.
Then the other thing, I was way deep stage, so I was just barely touching that second ball.
Yeah, so did you have a trans brake issue?
Bump box. It bumped through.
It bumped through. Yeah.
It hit, so I turned, part of what the problem was, and I backed it back down. My first pass, I had it at 3,800 on the brake.
Yeah.
That I had it at 4,200.
Okay.
So I backed it back down to 4,000. We'll see if it holds that.
Yeah, okay. Well, traction will be better, and I think you've got a run that's going to be in the lower half of the 60s for sure.
Yeah, I think if I wouldn't have spun there, I probably would have had like a 630.
Yeah. Cool.
I would really like to see what my 60 foot was, because that was about tied with my best 60 foot.
Yeah.
It was a 1.5 something right there.
Yeah. It was, I mean, I run a lot of 150s, and you had a 153 on that, so, I mean, even all things considered, that was a decent 60 foot, but you should be in the 140s with solid traction.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah,
right.
if they're re-prepping, I would really like to see.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we'll run it back in a little bit. Cool. Sounds good, Chris. All right, rematch with the maroon Foxbody. He's got big turbo boost. He says he's going to be running about 18 pounds on this run. All right, he's telling me it's sticky. Oh yeah, it's really sticky. I can feel it. Reaction at a 230 to his 250.
615.
Thank you. So we didn't use launch control in that pass. We ran a 615 at 119.3. Mustang ran a 667 at 106. So that seems to be about where his mile an hour tops out. But he did have a launch issue. I could hear it and see it in the corner of my eye. It's unfortunate. I would have liked him to have had a clean pass all the way through. I heard you out of it for a second there.
Yeah, it fell on its face. I felt like it didn't boost cut, but I don't know. I have to look at it.
That's a drag. Seems like you're just not getting a clean pass tonight.
No. That last one, the one before that was the cleanest one I got.
Yeah. But even though you spun a little bit.
Yeah, it spun again.
Yeah. The reaction was really close on the test.
On that one, yeah.
Yeah, 0.2.
Yeah, it felt, when we left, it felt like we left
together. Yeah. I always like to leave together. I don't like it to be decided there. Let's see what the cars can do.
Yep. I still only made like 14 pounds though, so I don't know. I had to figure out what's going on.
Cool. Well, I love the car.
Thank you.
Thanks for the pass,
Thanks for the run, yeah.
All right, one more against the Monza. Reaction there, looked like a 0.19, and he had a near perfect 0-0 something, but I think he got too much traction and lifted the tires. He'd have taken me if he'd have had that low 6 pass again. We were all set, peak performance, staged up, and we probably have a good ET, but that reaction time isn't going to allow me to beat him. A 0.2, I mean, that's like running a 623. And against his 0-0 reaction, how'd I do?
604.
604, all right. 604 is a great ET for this late in the evening. I'm down at 86% battery charge. But that 604 plus my 0.19 reaction would not have been enough if he ran a low 6 with his 0-0 reaction. So I ran a 604 at 119.8. He got way out of it, of course, an 8.3 at 60 miles an hour. But look at that reaction on his side, 0.005 to my 0.193. Unfortunately, I think that might have been his last pass tonight. Let's talk to him.
It wasn't a stellar pass.
No, it wasn't.
That guy that's up there squirting the water for you, he's like, that was a rough one. I was like, yeah, that's ×2.
So is it shaking the tires?
Yeah. And then I tried to drive through it and it put me close to the wall, so I tried to come back, got back in, and it went like that, and I said...
I was only hearing it, I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I was...
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me pedaling.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
well, you had a near perfect tree. Did you see that? 0-0?
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't get any of it. You were going like this that time.
I was too... Yeah, it was not a good pass.
Well, the reaction was good.
That was all.
In fact, if you'd have put that reaction on that 603, you'd have beat me all day long.
Yeah, we had a good time though. That's all that matters.
We absolutely did. So, were you wheels up again, or
wheels come up? It was moving out, and it started to shake again.
Yeah.
So I whacked it to pedal it, and it started to shake a little again.
It came over.
It came over.
Yeah.
So then I pedaled again to come, but set the wheels back down. Come over and got back in, and it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Nope.
But compared to the previous pass, it sounded like the previous one was straighter, but it came up twice. Hard. Yeah.
So
did you get a good ticket on the previous one, or were you out of it?
It was 703, but it was a pedal job.
In and out. Yeah. All right. Well, we know that your car's got the stuff to give me a dang good race.
Now the people can stop complaining.
All right, we're taking off, guys. Yeah, that 603 was serious, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had the piece of paper that showed the
I know that was
side,
stinks because I know that was obviously we know it was one on the reaction.
Yeah.
Because they were identical ETs. So
I'm going to try to get the video footage from my buddy who shoots on the side of the track.
What?
And if we can include that, solar shifts.
Solar shifts?
Yeah.
I saw some pictures and cameras. I'm like, well, that run I made by myself.
Yeah.
I don't know who was going camera happy up there. Dude, I'm up there going like this.
Oh, somebody with a flash?
Yeah.
Oh. No, my guy never uses a
No,
flash
it wasn't him.
Yeah,
He's the guy that's with the camcorder looking thing.
Yeah, on the side with the tripod. Yeah.
No, but somebody up there was taking pictures. And I'm up there and I get in pre-stage. I'm doing one of these numbers.
Not good. That's not good at all.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it next week. And like I said, you run a low 6 like that. I mean, anything under a 610 with a 00, you're going to probably have me.
Yeah.
Because I usually can't cut it that close reliably.
Well, I can tell you that's not a regular, like I told you, since I'm getting used to that new deal, that 00 is not a normal thing right now.
Not a pattern?
Yeah. Now, without that extra button, we know I can do that.
Put it on the linkage, man. You have that on the linkage, so you'll be sweet.
All right, brother, you be safe. See you next time.
Thanks, Jerry. I'd also like to give a big shout out to my buddy Lou at Solar Shifts for the trackside footage that you just saw there. And did you know that you can watch all the Tesla Plaid channel passes live on Solar Shift's YouTube channel? Live and entirely free. He shares some video with me from time to time, and you can watch all of his videos live. So a big thanks to Lou at Solar Shifts. Check out his channel, and we'll see you next time right here on the Tesla Plaid channel. Nice to meet you. I love Foxbodies, as you probably know.
Oh yeah, I've watched a few of your videos.
Having had one before, and you've got a way more power than I did. I just had pretty much a stock 5 liter with 175 nitrous shot and M&H Race Masters on it. But
that still probably did pretty good.
Yeah, it was probably the fastest car I've had. It 12-second car, but you know, that was back in 89, 90, 91 when that was really fast. Yeah. These days, unless you're 10s or under, I mean, just about everything's running a 10. So, mind if I just shoot your car? I'm actually.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you got 275, is that right?
275, 60, 15.
Yeah, on an ET Street. And what can you tell me about your build? Single turbo, you said?
Yep. 78 millimeter.
Yep. Okay. 78 millimeter, and does it dump up here, or do you have any exhaust action on it?
Full length 3-inch exhaust.
Okay.
It's got electric cutout. I open it before I go up there.
What about the exhaust on yours, Andrew?
Cool.
Titanium?
Absolutely. How's it going, Bill?
Good. How about yourself?
Good,
Vibranium.
Nice, nice. So you think you have the boost issue figured out from last week?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I had the boost cut. I tuned this off a laptop.
Yep, yep.
And a buddy of mine did another timing table for me.
Okay.
Well, when he did it, I didn't go in and look, because I don't use it to control the boost. I have an external controller.
Okay.
Well, the default dropped all the way down to 14 pounds. So every time I hit 14 pounds, it
just cut right there. Yeah.
So I turned it back up. It's like the car never sees 23. It's more like a 16 to 18.
Okay.
But at least now I don't have to worry about it.
Okay, nice, nice.
So hopefully, we'll see.
And what trans do you have in there?
It's an AOD, but it's a Lentec Street Fighter, so it's got 4R70. It's made to handle 1,000 horsepower.
Okay. And a stall?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty high?
Yep, like a 35, 3600.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Trans brake, bump box, it's got all that.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you bracket it at all, or?
I moved down here in 2018 when I was finishing this version of the car.
Yep, yep.
And this is only the third time I've had it. Second time I've had it. Third time I've had the track. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So just basically really trying to figure everything out, you know what I mean? Get all the bugs worked out, which it ran, I went a 652 last week.
Yep.
So, then when I ran you, I forgot all about that slip. I saw it mile an hour, 105, and still did a 690. I was like, man, because I hit boost cut.
I hit like boost you were cut completely out of it.
I hit boost cut 3 times that run.
I knew that you had a lot more in it. So 6.5 was your best last week. You should be under that this week, I would think.
I think, it definitely should. As long as I don't hit boost cut, it definitely should do it better than the 650.
Cool. Well, you know, get a warm-up pass or two, and you know, figure it out. And anything under 6.5s could be a competitive race. I mean, you saw some of my ETs last week were even
I'm not
higher in the
16s. I'm not to be like 16s to even come close.
Well, it depends. I mean, there's variables. There's obviously the tree, but traction even. You know, I had a 701 pass. Was it last week?
It was last week.
Yeah, it was last week.
I saw that.
Beginning of last week. So, you know, and a couple of higher 6s, but. You know, if the traction's good, and if I'm not messing around with the launch control, I'm usually in the 16s somewhere.
That's what I've seen.
You know, 612 on the better side, up to you know, 620-ish. But if I do the launch control, which you really can't do it against a competitor, because it's just not fair to them. It's like, hold on, wait 12 seconds.
I'd be on the brake way too long.
Yeah, and a boost. So that's why I don't do that against a competitor. But you know, when I do run, you know, the launch control and the full deal, you know, low 6 is 603. But as you know, I mean, generally, it's not like other cars are right there that competitive. So, you know, I love a race that's within a tenth or two. So, if you're under 650 and
Oh yeah.
You know, I just take it off the tree in Plaid mode. It'll be close.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, it should look good.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first out of car video I've seen, so I
Okay.
got to at least see it leave a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully you'll be seeing it right to the end as we go bumper to bumper. So
Yeah, that'd
I'm
be
hoping. Cool.
Awesome.
All right, and it was Chris, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Andrew.
Andrew.
All right.